was the most exciting of the week, in my opinion, and maybe not for Bobby, but Falcons, Eagles, and Julio Jones gets the game-winning touchdown.
And a brilliant quarterback read here. He saw the blitz, and it was Jake Matthews that came out and made the play. But all night long, we have seen
Julio Jones is just proven why he's the best receiver in football.
Yeah,
he took over that game. He
Exactly.
took the team on his back when they were struggling, and look what he did.
Yeah, he had 10 grabs.
I want you to take away this one.
Yeah, he had 10 grabs for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. The winning play, Sanu sealed off a block. It was 4th and 3, and who they give the ball to? Of course, the best player in the field, Julio Jones. It's a 53-yard touchdown. Absolutely outstanding stuff. Really great game from him. Matt Ryan was horrendous. 3 picks. He has 5 on the season, which is not a good look. Carson Wentz was also horrible with 2 picks. Aguilar over 100. But the big takeaways from the Eagles is this team is now banged up. Jackson gets injured. Jeffrey gets injured. Timmy Jernigan gets injured. Also Falcons. But for the Eagles side, they got to get these wide receivers healthy. Wentz struggled without his wideouts out there. The running game's been stuck in the mud for the Eagles. Just 28 yards for Sanders. Ertz was solid with 72, as he always is, but it's just they got to get those receivers healthy again. It's not going to – if those guys can't play, it's going to be a problem. The Eagles have a lot of good weapons, though they have – and also, almost forgot, Dallas Goedert got injured. That game was a mess. There were so many injuries.
To start off, the Eagles are so banged up, it's bad. It's very concerning, especially for the receiving core. Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, both nursing calf injuries there day to day.
Yeah.
The one thing I take away is Carson Wentz shit the bed. He was terrible.
Although I have to defend him a little bit. He was really bad. I watched it. Ryan,
but he also got hurt. They both quarterbacks
turned
the ball over.
Came in. That's right. I forgot about that. Freaking Josh McCown.
Both quarterbacks turned the ball over because Carson Wentz threw 2 interceptions, and I want to give credit where credit's due. Desmond Trufant came to play, boy.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
He had an interception sitting on his ass.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Ryan had a horrible pick in the red zone, too.
Watching the highlights, that was disgusting. What the hell was he thinking?
I don't know. But Des Trufant showing up as big. Vic Beasley gets a sack. Claiborne gets a sack. Grady Jarrett gets a sack. Can Beasley come back and be a force for his team?
You need to see more from him because I don't like what I'm seeing. I think he's too inconsistent.
But there's a big problem, though. Devonta Freeman only 22 yards rushing again. The Falcons can't get him going, and that's not going to work because this line is not good enough to protect Matt Ryan, obviously. No. They need to establish a running game, and they haven't done it yet, and that's a big concern. I hope they can do that. Do you think they can get that going? 2 concerns with the Falcons despite the win. Matt Ryan has not played very good this year, and they can't run the ball. Do you think they'll be able to address this in the coming weeks?
Yes, I think they're going to find a way to get it done. You're not going to win it. You're not going to be successful in the long term if you can't protect the number 1 guy in Matt Ryan and Devonta Freeman. They need Devonta Freeman going. They can't put the receiving core can pick up the slack, but it's going to come a time where those guys are going to be taken out, and you're going to have to rely on somebody. And Devonta Freeman is, there was all hype that he's coming back from injury. He's fresh. They said he's quicker.
I haven't seen it yet.
In 2 games, it's very concerning. He had 64 all-purpose yards. He needs more than that. Mm-hmm. You saw what he could do.
Had the one big pass play, yeah.
But you got to get him going. This line, you got to block for him. And also another thing is I think they have to give Devonta Freeman a little bit more opportunities. We got 11 carries. I mean, keep working him in. Maybe he could have made some plays.
I think the blocking hasn't been there. I think that's the concern.
I understand. I agree. That's another thing. And they also have their line is banged up too. Mm-hmm. But
Lindstrom got injured and came back out there.
And then McGarry got injured, coming back out there. For the Eagles, I'm just going to say this. Zach Ertz came to play again, 8 catches, 72 yards. All the guy does is produce. Aguilar stepping up. One guy, really, Matt Collins. What a game. 5 catches, 50 yards. The running back situation on this team, you think it's bad in Tampa, and you think it's bad. And San Francisco, I don't know what this team is thinking. Pick a running back, please.
The Eagles, committee.
Miles Sanders, 10 carries, 28 yards. He had 3 receptions, 9 yards. Jordan Howard, 8 carries, 18. Jordan Howard, I don't know what the hell happened to him. I thought he would have a huge role in this offense. He obviously doesn't. It's concerning, especially since if you're a fantasy owner of him, yes, it's very annoying since he just came from the Bears where he was lighting it up. But to end it, Jules, in my opinion, with this game, is that the Falcons showed that they could overcome versatility. Overcome adversity,
I mean, Eagles got to get their run game going also.
Yes.
Both these teams need to run the ball better. Eagles, I'm not concerned. They just got to get healthy, I think. I am concerned with the run game, but it'll come hopefully for them. If not, then I don't know what they're going to do because you can't throw a replay.
No.
But last game, Jets-Browns. Ay. What a nightmare we were in attendance to watch. This was an embarrassing shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, first you have Trevor Siemian go down in the second quarter. The dude looks like he can't even walk. He's on the floor for 10 minutes. He didn't have to get airlifted, which is almost surprising to me. Fractures, breaks his ankle, done for the season. So step in, Luke Falk, the 6th-round pick, who was the same pick as Tom Brady, but he won't be the same, that's for sure. But 20 for 25, under 200 yards, not a bad day from Falk. He did about as good as you could expect. I actually like some stuff I saw. Le'Veon Bell, 68 yards rushing, 61 receiving, 130 all-purpose, but he had a big fumble. Bell's about the only positive on the offensive side of the ball for the Jets right now. The offensive line is a train wreck and an embarrassment.
Yep.
Kelvin Beachum got worked by Myles Garrett, gave up 3 sacks, absolutely embarrassed. One-on-one most of the time. I wish they would have had some help for him because he clearly was not able to handle Myles Garrett by any means. And this whole line has been bad. Khalil was awful. Winters was terrible. This is just a mess right now. We spent the second most money on the line. It's not getting done. This team looks horrible. They can't block anyone. There's no traction. Le'Veon Bell has 122 of 134 yards rushing after contact because he's getting hit constantly. It's really ridiculous. Every play, there's someone in the backfield. I don't understand how an offensive line can be this bad when you invest this much money into it. I just don't get it.
No, I don't understand it either. It's a problem. And
it makes no sense.
It's a long-term concern for the Jets' success this year.
Yeah, it is.
Le'Veon Bell, he can't do it by himself. I agree.
He's trying.
An all-purpose yard machine. He gets over 120 yards all-purpose. It's crazy, just all the stuff he does. This adversity. All I'll say with this team is the defense hasn't been there, but they have forced 3 turnovers in 2 games, so there's of a bright side.
We lost 23-3. Baker has 325, a touchdown, an ugly pick. Nick Chubb had a touchdown, 60 yards. Odell went off. He's the big storyline for the Browns. He won the battle, of course, to Greg Williams. 6 catches, 161, 1 touchdown, including the game-clinching one that had everyone going home. 89 yards to the house, his longest career play. Jets, and also another storyline, 2 big ones. Jermaine Johnson benched. Nate Harrison steps up and plays a pretty decent game. Odell had that crazy catch over him, but at a late notice like this, I can't really blame him for that. Obviously, Odell's better. Then Jamal Adams gets benched at the end of this, and this was very controversial, and a lot of stuff's happened from this. People even saying he might want out. I don't think that's the case. I think that's calmed down a little bit, but God forbid that Adams goes anywhere. I don't know what this team would do. Gates with the players, again, concerns coming up, just like Miami. This is not what you want week 2. Shit is starting to spiral the wrong direction already. It's only 2 weeks. People are saying the season's over. Next week we go up to play them, and we are 3 touchdown underdogs, actually more at this point. We're going in with a 3rd-string quarterback. Quinnen Williams might play. C.J. Mosley could play, but Quinnen's closer to coming back. Jordan Jenkins out. Obviously, Simeon's done. Darnold won't play. It's just it's a mess right now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dilemma there. A lot of injuries, a lot of unfortunate situations. Tremaine Johnson getting benched, I think that's the writing on the wall. I think they're fed up with the $72 million man.
What are we going to do with that? It's so much money. And they can't even get out of it until after the 3rd year, I think. I have no idea what's going to happen with that, but it's a huge problem.
It's a problem. I think the Jamal Adams situation, I wouldn't read too much into that. When I saw the report, we unfollowed them, I was like, this is all ridiculous. Don't feed into it. He's an emotional guy. I think he was just disappointed. And he loves being a Jet. It's obvious. He loves the fans. I wouldn't read too much into it. But this game was just
an embarrassment.
It's an embarrassment. You're playing with a 3rd-string quarterback. You just gotta hope that, and I can report this.
What else do we have?
Before we started this, doctors did say that Sam Darnold is most likely going to be able to play against the Eagles Week 5.
Well, that's great news. That's the best news I've heard in a while.
Yeah.
But especially regarding
that bye week came at a good time for you guys.
I was complaining about it earlier, but now it just seems like it's right.
Yep.
But one positive before we go: the Jets have a kicker. We made
Yes.
a 46-yard field goal. Sam Ficken, freaking Ficken. It's a 46-yarder. I was going nuts because we have a kicker, and it was 16-3 at that point. But here's the thing that I have a big problem with Gase before we cut out. 3rd and 2. You're on the 11-yard line. You actually have a chance to score a touchdown. So you put the ball in your third-string quarterback's hands, and you call 2 passing plays when you have arguably the best running back in the NFL. I don't understand this at all. What are you doing throwing to the end zone? You need 2 yards. So, come on. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. You give him 2 handoffs. If you lose that way, you lose that way. Do not put the ball in the hands of Luke Falk. No offense, but you're a third-string quarterback. This is not what we want to do in the games on the line.
No.
And then you throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage again, expecting Bell to do everything, and he can't. He just comes up short. I thought he got it, didn't get there. And you throw the ball past the line of scrimmage on 4th down. Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to read too much into it. I just think it was bad play calling once again. A lot of questionable
why
things.
Is there so much? Why do I have to do with bad play calling? Gase is supposed to be an offensive guy, and he hasn't got it going yet. I know the line is a big, massive part of this, but he's got to do better.
Yep.
I don't like what I'm seeing at all.
Yeah, he definitely does.
The offense has been a train wreck. We have 1 offensive touchdown in 2 weeks. That's just not going to get it done under any circumstances.
Absolutely not.
So now we're heading up to New England. I think we're just about good with this. Got a lot of stuff in today. So for this edition of reactions and results and reactions. For this edition of results and reactions, I'm Julian Gallardi.
I'm Bobby Thompson.
Follow, like, subscribe, sponsor. We'll see everyone soon.
Listen,